Hi, my name is Deborah of deborahfryer.com, and today I want to talk to you about tapping. Tapping is an incredible mind-body tool that will help to reduce the cortisol or the stress hormone running in your body. Why do we care about that? Because 95% of what's happening between our ears is subconscious, and most of that subconscious programming is about fear, it's about anxiety, it's about I'm not good enough, I can't afford that, I don't have enough time, things like that that are really demoralizing for us, and they create a sense of lack. And when we're always operating from a place of lack or fear or anxiety, we're in constriction and we don't take action. We're afraid to show up more, and we really limit ourselves. So what I love about tapping, you can apply it to anything that's going on in your life and improve that situation. For me personally, I first encountered tapping about 20, maybe even 25 years ago, and someone that I was in a relationship with had broken up with me. So there I was, the broken-hearted victim, and I felt really unlovable. I felt super sad. And I was working with a coach at the time, and she said, would you be willing to try this mind-body tool? This was in 1995. I'd never heard of tapping, but I said, sure, why not? So she led me through the exercise, and lo and behold, the feelings I had had of being heartbroken and sad and unlovable just disappeared. It was kind of like taking a ballpoint pen and scratching it on the grooves of a record, and suddenly that record just couldn't play anymore. And I was left feeling just love for this person and appreciation, gratitude, remembering the fun we'd had, but I didn't tap into the sadness anymore. I didn't tap into that deep well of unacceptableness in myself. The second time I used tapping, I'd been training for marathons and I was experiencing knee pain. I'd stop in the middle of the runs, do the tapping, the knee pain would go away, and I'd continue my run. And I thought, wow, how miraculous is that? The third time I experienced tapping was when I started getting migraines around the time of my moon. And I would use tapping every time I'd have a migraine, and it would really help reduce the pressure, reduce the eye strain, reduce the aura that I was getting with migraine. But the fourth time I encountered tapping was when it blew the top of my head off, and it was this. I was using tapping to look at my relationship with money. Now, money isn't really anything that can control you, but I was letting money control me. At the time, I didn't realize that money was just energy. I thought money was just this thing that was awful, and I didn't have any, and I would never have any, and people who had money were jerks, and I had all of these limiting beliefs, which at the time I didn't realize were limiting. I did the tapping. At the time, I was $100,000 in debt. Within 3 months, debt-free. So then I started applying it deliberately to my finances, and I was able to triple my income in less than a year. And then the following year, I was able to double it again. So that's why I'm so excited to share this with you, is that I personally have used it for love, I've used it for health issues, and I've used it for finances, and I've used it for dealing with angry jerks and overwhelm and insomnia and all kinds of things that we all face on a daily basis. And that's why I want to share it with you. So in the next video, I am going to show you how to tap. But before I sign off here, I just want to tell you about a medical study, because it's really easy to say, well, this is super woo, which it is, but there's also good hard medicine behind it. So I want to tell you about a medical evidence study. This was published in the Journal of Nervous and Mental Disease, and they did a study where they tested veterans who had served in the Iraq War, and they came back with PTSD. And in this one study, when the veterans practiced tapping just one session, their cortisol, their stress hormone, decreased 24%. That's a lot just from one session. After 6 weeks, 90% of them weren't even qualified as having PTSD anymore. So that's how powerful it is in dealing with trauma and dealing with PTSD. So I'm really excited to share it. It is the cutting edge mind-body tool, positive psychology tool, and it will change your life if you apply it. So I'll see you in the next video, and in that one, I'll show you exactly how to do it. I'm Deborah of deborahfryer.com. Have a great day.